All right, if you can hear me, please send a message in the comment section so that I can be sure that we're all together. I'm going to be explaining to us what 3D printing is all about. I remember the last time I made a model video of the Kobaro minaret structure in Katsina State. I had a lot of persons who asked questions as to what it is. Some persons said it was a cake because it was plenty on the table. Others said it's I'm making toys, and a lot of different ideas as to what 3D printing is. Some persons, I'm very sure 100% that when I ask them, have you ever heard about 3D printing and what it is, I'm going to have a no for an answer. And so that's the reason I'm making this video today, to sensitize you on what 3D printing is all about. And so as you can see, that's the 3D printer working. That's the Flashboard, the Dreamer, working right now. And we are already 30% into the printing, which I will be showing us very soon. With the 3D printer, you can do a whole lot of things. A whole lot of things in the sense that you can make toys, you can make spare parts, you can make miniatures, you can make architectural models, you can create a whole lot of things using the 3D printer. And so the power of the 3D printer cannot be overemphasized. It cannot be overemphasized. So with what you are seeing right now is the 3D printer at work, and I'll be taking my camera closer so that we can all have a glimpse of what is printing. So from what you can see that it's printing a shape, an animal-like shape, which looks like that of an alligator. So the problem with 3D printing is that it's not everybody who understands what 3D printing is all about. Ideologies, people who have different perspective as to what the 3D printer does and it's all about. And so, like I said, I will be sensitizing us on what the 3D printer is and how it operates, so that when you see a 3D printer working, you are going to know the capabilities that it carries, the things that it can do. And so, having seen the 3D printer working, like I said earlier, you can use the 3D printer to make toys. You can use the 3D printer to make spare parts. I'm going to be showing us spare parts that were made using the 3D printer. You can use the 3D printer to make human miniatures. You can use it to create biological educational materials. You can use it to create science educational materials, and of which I'm going to be showing us all of that example. So you watch how the 3D printer work while I bring the samples to you. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be showing you some of the items that were printed using the 3D printer, and one of it is this. If you look at this closely, this is the image of Queen Amina. As you can see, this was printed using the 3D printer, and you can see the details. You can see all of the details that the 3D printer could bring out. You see, these are all the details, 100%. So that's that. We also have this. This is the eardrum. If you look closely, this is the eardrum. And if you can see this, can you see the details? Can you see the detail? That's that. Here is another. Can you see? After printing, this had to be sprayed to give it some color and some fineness. But due to the fact that it's already old, most of the colors are already fading away. But as you can see, it brought out the detail 100%. Can you see the power of the 3D printer? For those of you who are science students, I know most of you would know this. This is the periodic table which shows the boiling point. Can you see how accurate the 3D printer brought all of these details to reality? Can you see? Can see that's the boiling point. This is also a bone. Presumably this should be the knee bone. Can't really remember, but you can see the detail. You can see the detail 100% what the 3D printer could do. This is another. See the details. That's one. Now this is the human skull. This was printed using the 3D printer. Can you see the details? Even down to the eye socket, the nose, the head, the skull, the mouth, the teeth. Can you see? I have more items to show to you. Just hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm going to be showing you gears that were printed using the 3D printer. Okay, so you can see this is a gear that was printed using the 3D printer. And as you can see, this is already a spare part for a machine. So can you see that's one? Here is another. These are spare parts for machines. These are all spare parts. I know every one of us know what this is. This is the shoe last. And you can see how detailed it is. This is already broken because it has stayed for years and years. So we can see that it's already broken, but you can see the power of the 3D printer and all of the things that it can do. So for those of you who are shoe cobblers, shoemakers, you necessarily do not need to spend money on getting the wooden shoe last. This will also save you 100% because all you need is just a measurement and the design will be out for you. So before the 3D printer can print anything at all, there first of all needs to be a design, and that's where product design comes into play. This is a pyramid. It was printed by the 3D printer 100%, and you can see how accurate it is. Look at all the fine details. I know we all know what this is. This is an aircraft that was printed using the 3D printer. You can see how accurate this is. Remember I said you can make toys using the 3D printer. This is another one, a smaller version. We all know what this is, right? This was printed using the 3D printer, 100%. So you want to make frames for your eyeglasses. You have a specific design you want to be done, and you can't even find it in the market. This is one. So the power of a 3D printer cannot be overemphasized. You can do a whole lot of things using the 3D printer. And you can see that the 3D printer is printing at the moment. We are already 52% gone into the printing. And if you are joining the live broadcast just now, you can see that's 52% gone, and you can see what it's printing. That's an alligator. That's an alligator. So you need toys for your children, you need spare parts for your machines, you need home decorations, you need, name them. You need to change a part in your kitchen, you need kitchen utensils like racks and all of those things that can have your room, your home, your kitchen in good shape. You do not necessarily need to go to the market to get all of those things anymore. So you can see the fine details. Okay, let me put off the lights, maybe to make it clearer. All right, so having shown all of this to us today, that will be the end of the class. One of the reasons I made this video was to clear the way, the air on the last video I made. I posted on my Facebook timeline, which had a lot of people talking and then misconcepting what was done. So with this said and done, I will be ending the live broadcast, but I'll ensure that I send a picture of what is printing when it's done, and then you can all see how beautiful, how detailed the 3D printer is. All right, that will be all for now. If you have any questions as to what the 3D printer can do, you need more knowledge, you need to be enlightened, You can as well always send the message to me directly, or you can always drop your questions in the comment section, and then I would ensure that I respond to them as soon as possible. That will be all for now. Thank you and bye.